and welcome back to the AAA Race Show. I'm your host, Austin Aziz, woman for hire, coming to you from God's country. No co-host here, Jimmy, with me today, though, but we're going to be doing our show anyways. And just right over there is America's team, the high school Fair Grove Eagles football field, and this is where we're doing our show today. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to go ahead and start our show off with fast facts. Starting out with Randy LaJoie is named one of NASCAR's top 75 drivers. Now, they named the top 50 a couple weeks ago, and now they just added 25 more, and Randy LaJoie was a part of that. So congratulations to Randy LaJoie. That's a huge honor. NASCAR issues indefinite suspension of Cody Ware after he was arrested, which means he cannot no longer compete in the NASCAR Cup Series, and he cannot compete in any NASCAR sanctioned events. And finally, for our fast news, Toyota wins again. Now, I said it at the beginning a couple shows ago that Toyota was going to be strong and that we're going to start finding victory lane because they were pushing guys to the win, and here we see it. Toyota gets the win. And they got the win last week, and they just really can't seem to not find any place but victory lane. So we're going to have to start watching out for Toyota as they start to become one of the best manufacturers probably this year. But we're going to go move on to the Bristol Dirt Race for the NASCAR Cup Series. That's all we're going to be reporting on today. And starting off with a move where Ryan Preece and Cal Larson get into each other, where we're actually going to be taking out the trash with this week's trash move of the race, brought to you by Ozark Mountain Sanitation. Just right over there, you can actually see it from here, the best trash service in the nation. Now, this week's trash move of the race comes whenever Cal Larson pushes up Ryan Preece into the wall, and that gets Ryan Preece into the wall. Cal Larson gets by him, and they lose a battle. Well, Ryan Preece wants to retaliate, and so he decides that he is going to get under Cal Larson, and this starts in turn one. As you see him beating and banging, going down the entire back straightaway there, and then they finally, Cal Larson goes around, and the caution comes out. So Ryan Preece said that he wanted more respect on the racetrack, and that is how he plans to do it, because he's done being pushed around. That was this week's trash move of the race. But we're going to go ahead and move on to something that is actually a Dang, that's a doozy. Dang, That's a Doozy is brought to you by D&D Welding Fabrication out of Buffalo, Missouri. If it's made out of metal, or you need it made out of metal, D&D Welding Fabrication are the guys to go to. D&D at 417-767-2224 can take care of all your metal working needs. This week's Dang, That's a Doozy comes whenever Denny Hamlin goes around just on his own, coming out of turn two. Poor Denny Hamlin, and just loses a bunch of positions. We actually stay green, though, so I guess that helped him a little bit. I don't know if it really did, because I feel like the caution would have given him a chance to probably come to pit road to see if anything was wrong with the car. Let's go ahead and move on. Where the dirt guys were really doing good, running at the front. Christopher Bell and Cal Larson, probably the most well-known dirt guys, but Cal Larson obviously being taken out of the race. So it was all up to Christopher Bell to get that big win for those two guys, and he pulls through, finally seeing a dirt guy win. We saw Joey Logano and Kyle Busch, who don't have huge dirt backgrounds, although Kyle Busch has been starting to run a lot more dirt races. But Christopher Bell gets that win, so congratulations to him. Like I said, Toyota from Joe Gibbs Racing, they are starting to figure things out, and they are going to be fast this year. Watch out for those Toyotas. Let's go ahead and move on to On the Menu, brought to you by Big Easy Grill, the finest Cajun cuisine, located on East Sunshine. Great food, great experience. Make sure you check them out on their Facebook page, and go out there and get whatever you're craving that day. So much great food to get. I love going to eat at Big Easy because just a great restaurant to eat at, and it serves the best food in the world. But what's on the menu this week is NASCAR Martinsville, all three series. Friday we'll have the Truck Series race. Saturday we'll have the Xfinity Series race. And Sunday will be the NASCAR Cup Series race, which means red hot dogs. And happy early birthday to my sister, who will be celebrating her birthday on Sunday. Now, for IndyCar and IMSA will both be having the Acura Grand Prix at Long Beach. They will be together, so that's going to be pretty cool. I think it's a cool race when they do this. We talked about it on Get Excited a week ago or a couple weeks ago. I can't remember. There's so much stuff going through my head. But anyways, we did talk about that, and I'm really excited to see this. And for our local races, we have Springfield Raceway, Lucas Oil Speedway, and Monette Raceway will all be racing this weekend. Now, someone who's actually beyond the menu will be Twister Alley Raceway having their season opener. So excited to be back at Twister Alley Raceway. Actually have my Twister Alley Raceway t-shirt on here. Been wearing it all day at school. Nice and proud. But ready to get back to Twister Alley Raceway and get some racing. The best go-kart track ever. Great food. You can get there at affordable price, and you can watch racing for free, no money. You can grill out. It's a great time at Twister Alley Raceway. So make sure you check out on their Facebook page. It's posted on my Facebook page and on Team Aziz Racing. So make sure you check it out and head out to that event this Saturday. Let's go ahead and look out. Get Excited. Now, Get Excited brought to you by Top Limb Tree Service. If you need a trim, call up Top Limb. Toby Show and the crew will come out to your house, take care of all your tree trimming needs. So, folks, if you need a trim, call up Top Limb. And it's starting to get summer, and leaves are turning green. I can see them all around me here. And you're going to want those trees looking perfect. Top Limb Tree Service. That's who you need to call. Now, we're going to talk about Formula One. We'll be back in the USA in about a month. So excited for this. When Formula One comes to the United States, it's always a really cool event, and so much publicity for Formula One. It's really growing in the United States, and I can't wait to see if they get back. And I'll, of course, be wearing my Mercedes hat, cheering for Lewis Hamilton, or Hammy, as Dylan calls him for some reason. Anyways, I will be cheering for Lewis Hamilton, and we'll be excited to see if he can get his first win of the season. Now, make sure you head on over to ORP-TV, because Mr. Craig Stagner will tell you all you need to know about all the local races and big races coming up next week, results, birthdays, and the weather forecast. ORP-TV literally has it all. So make sure you check them out on their Facebook page on Wednesdays and Sundays at 6 p.m. for their live show. And that was this week's show. I know it was a lot shorter, but we're doing it here on location in God's country. So I really like doing this. I got all my stuff set up, and it's a lot of fun. But we actually have a new segment on the show this week, and that's this week's Quote of the Week, brought to you by Les Mallard Insurance. And this one's by Kevin Durant. It's hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. So work hard on your race cars, because we're racing this Saturday. And I'm Austin Aziz, Willman for Hire, coming to you from God's country, but without Danny, without Dylan, or my co-host here, Jimmy. So I'm a little lonely, but we're doing the show anyways. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Thank you for tuning in to the AAA Race Show this week. And remember, folks, this show is brought to you by whatever Mom's making for dinner. And have a great rest of your week.
If I gotta drive over the fool in front of me, man, to win, that's just racing.